Hello, this is Tannlin from the Tannlin's Take blog and podcasting, connecting you to the game you play. I recently posted to my blog about the upcoming changes that we'll be going through, specifically that I'm going to be focusing primarily on the upcoming release of Sony Online Entertainment's new EverQuest Next game. And the goal of this podcast is to find new, additional, and better ways for you to connect to that game to get the most out of your gaming experience. That's the mission of the blog, and it's going to continue to be the mission of these videos as I roll them out. Now, unfortunately, with the black box that they put over the top of the project, Sony isn't letting any details out until the review on August 2nd. So there's not a whole lot I can say about what I intend to do. What I can say is that I plan on doing a 10-minute or so video every 2 weeks or so, maybe extending it a little bit longer, but focusing as much as I can with connecting you with that game. Now, I also think that I'm going to be contributing to another podcast, the Nexus podcast. I'm going to try and do that on the weeks that I'm not updating my own podcast. Regardless, I want a new video updated every week, even if it's only 10 or 15 minutes long, updated and put on my website. Now, who am I? Of course, I said my in-game handle is Tannlin, and I've been using that game handle for about 4 years now. And for about the last 2 years, I've been using it almost exclusively for all the games I play. So chances are, if you've run across a Tannlin in any of the games you've played, that's most likely me. I got into MMO game playing at the start of Vanguard back in 2007. I played it through the beta test and through the launch. Through the launch. And I kept with the game through the whole first year. After that, I moved on to the World of Warcraft, which I played for about the next 4 or 5 years, doing a little bit of light raiding and a little bit of light competitive PvP. And that I've also played a little bit of Rift, a little bit of EVE, a little bit of Guild Wars 2, and a little bit of Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm sure I'm leaving out a few, but so starting last year, in about August or so, I came back to playing Vanguard almost exclusively right before their free-to-play launch. And right now, I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I'm doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I'm really waiting for the details to come out about how EverQuest Next is going to be. So I feel like right now that we're this EverQuest franchise that all of us are waiting for the new birth of this new baby, right? You got the older siblings, you've got EverQuest and you've got EverQuest 2, and of course the new baby that's coming along is this EverQuest Next. And right now, to be honest, I feel like I'm the adopted stepchild, because I'm a Vanguard player. I haven't played more than an hour or two of EverQuest or EverQuest 2. But it's like, I feel like I'm part of the family. Like, we got the same community feel to it. We've got the same similar mechanics as the other games. We've got some of the same developers playing, developing both EverQuest and Vanguard. We get invited to the same parties, right? It's like Vanguard is going to be at Sony Live too. But then, Vanguard has this completely different name. It's got this completely different lore, like it's the planet, Tallon is. It's just not the same. I just don't feel like I can actually claim to be part of the EverQuest franchise. What I'm hoping is this is where you come in, is that you'll help me feel like I'm part of the family. Like, I go to all these different websites and I want to have these conversations. I want to talk to people about, hey, what's the difference between EverQuest and EverQuest 2 and even Vanguard? And using like what we see there, what do we expect EverQuest Next to be like? And so I'm really looking forward to having those conversations with people about what they want to see, what they don't want to see, what they've seen work before in other places that they hope that Sony Online brings into their game. So, of course, why don't I show you the places that I hang out to talk to people about EverQuest Next so that you can come over and hang out and talk with it about other people. All right. First place I'll show you is the IRC channel that's been set up for EverQuest Next. And if you can see, like, right up here, it's webchat.globalgamers.net, and it's the EverQuest Next channel. And you see we've got about 7 or 8 people that are hanging out in the chat room, and we have a good conversation that's going on throughout the day. We're always looking for other people to talk about the game with. So come on by, introduce yourself, say hello. The other place that I frequently hang out is the eqnexus.com forums, and that's another EverQuest Next forum that's been set up. And if you go there right now, you're going to see a black background, but I use a different template that has a white background because I generally don't like reading text on a black background. So just go log in and change it to white, and there you'll have the same setup I do. And now another forum that I go and I have an account registered at, you can see that I've got Tannlin with my little avatar down here, is the EQN forum. That's eqnforum.com, and that's another place that you can create an account and talk with people about EverQuest Next. Of course, and then one other place, always there's a subreddit for everything, isn't there? And the other, the EverQuest Next Reddit is /r/EQNext. You see I've got the same handle right there, Tannlin. You can go ahead and shoot me a message through any of these different forums or on the IRC channel, and I'd love to talk with anybody about, what they want to talk about when it comes to EverQuest Next. Now, if you have a Twitter account, you can tweet me. My Twitter handle is @EQ_Tannlin, and I would really love to have people follow me and talk with me about EverQuest Next. If they're going to be at SOE Live, and if they want me to ask questions, if they're not going to be there, I'll ask them for you. But yeah, that about wraps it up for my first podcast. I probably talked way too fast and went way too off topic, but look forward to talking and doing this again next week. If you have anything you want me to add to the show, go ahead and get a hold of me. I'd be happy to add it. Thanks. Bye.